this needs to be investigated. That is the big point. How did it happen, and what are they going to do to make sure that it doesn't happen again? But also a more fundamental point that I made yesterday for Secretary Hegseth, why is he having this conversation with anybody, much less this group? Now, the conversation in the days leading up to it makes perfect sense. Again, not a conversation that you should have on the Signal app, but having a conversation with this group of principals to say, hey, what should we do? Now, I have noted that the complete absence of any uniform leader, like the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff from this conversation, is troubling. But the more troubling thing is, once they made the decision to go with the attack, why is Secretary Hegseth giving anybody a play-by-play? There's no need to give that play-by-play. The Secretary of Defense should be monitoring the operation, in contact with the CENTCOM commander. If they need something during the operation, then he needs to respond. But there's no reason to treat this like you're watching a football game with a bunch of people and you commentate on it in advance. Let the operation play out. And that level of ignorance about how you're supposed to conduct this type of an operation in the hands of the Secretary of Defense, it's troubling, not just because of this one operation, but because of what's going to happen going forward. And also, we should talk a little bit about the notion of this was an outstanding success, so there's no problem. We're 12 days into this attack now. How is it going? This was a point Mike Waltz made that was completely wrong, saying we're finally doing what Joe Biden wouldn't do. Joe Biden attacked Yemen repeatedly over this very issue, the blocking of the sea lane in the Red Sea. It didn't work. What's different this time? What operationally is happening? Instead, we have Pete Hegseth defending the indefensible and doing nothing to fix it.